Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So the video is good and the voice is good, and we'll be starting now. So the question we'll be taking up today is, what is HD and airbrush makeup? This video is especially for people who are getting married, generally for brides who are getting married in 2025 or 2026. If you have decided to get married, then you'll surely be getting a makeup artist for your wedding as well. So if that's the case, then we need to make sure before we even think of getting all the preparations done, start searching Instagram and getting advices from YouTube, which even I am giving. Um, just get some basic knowledge about what makeup is, because, and hi, my name is Zaid. I work at Tarunya Makeup Professionals. I've been talking to 100 plus brides every single month, and that's what we do. So today we'll be answering some basic questions and helping you understand what is HD and airbrush makeup. Because if you see, if you just go by assuming what these makeups are, or the one which is the most costliest would be great for you, then you're definitely making a mistake. And we'll start with the very first question, which is, what is HD makeup today? So when it comes to wedding, HD and airbrush makeup is what you need to choose from, unless you have a very tight budget, or no one in your area does HD makeup or airbrush makeup. Only then you can go for normal makeup or do it by yourself as well. Um, Actually, I would not recommend doing it by yourself, but if it comes down to that, so if we rank the worst to the best way, getting makeup done by yourself comes at the very least. Then a bit better is getting normal makeup done. And the best thing that you can do for yourself is getting HD makeup done or airbrush makeup done, depending on the reasons and why you want to get it done. Okay. So, as the word suggests, we all have been living and seeing YouTube videos and everything here and there. So, HD, let's break down the term HD first. HD means high definition. Now, if you're seeing YouTube videos, if you're even seeing this live stream as well, you can go to the setting button, and there you'll be seeing something called as the resolution, in which you'll be seeing HD, Ultra HD, 4K. These are different qualities of how it will be looking. The same it works in makeup as well. So with HD makeup, the very first difference comes at the product level. Okay, so we'll be typing a few stuff out as well today, so that people who are joining in between can also understand what's happening. So at product level, what happens is, in terms of the concealers you'll be using, in terms of foundations you'll be using, especially more off towards the foundation, the product which we'll be using do have particles in them that makes your makeup shine and gives you a very better looking view as opposed to doing a normal makeup. Because on the wedding day, we'll be calling all the camera guys with all the photos and videos and stuff. That's what majority of the weddings, and all the weddings do have that. So if you're calling a photographer, if you're calling a videographer as such, HD makeup or airbrush makeup is the bare minimum you can do, because if the makeup isn't good, the photos wouldn't be looking great, and if that's the case, all of it total would be a waste of money, because what happens is, on cameras, the dark circles, the upper lips, the pigmentations that we have, they look much more darker and much more defined. An HD camera, as such, defines how you are looking with the minute detail as much as possible. So, with makeup, what happens is it creates a layer to make sure it's not highlighting the unnecessary part which we don't want to showcase in the camera. Now, some people might term it as being insecure, but if you're clicking a photo, who doesn't want a good photo these days? So, the wedding day, where you'll be arranging and spending so much, booking a good makeup artist and booking yourself is at least in HD makeup is something that I would have done if I would be getting married. So, coming back to the product level, there are some particles involved in that, and the formulation is in such a way that once the foundation is done, once the whole makeup look is done, it looks like you have a soft, good shine and a baby like skin. Baby like finish as such, not the skin, because skin is a complete different topic altogether. But it will be making sure you look even and the makeup lasts for a good amount of 4 to 6 hours as well, and gives you that skin like finish which a lot of brides look for these days. That's done at the product level, and foundation is where the majority part of it. But apart from that, the setting sprays you'll be using, the concealers you'll be using, because with HD or high definition makeup, you need to cover all the pigmentations and dark circles part as such, and make sure that all of those things are getting hidden well to give you an even look. Apart from the product, there are some changes in the makeup techniques as well. Now, that is not something that you need to learn as such, but just to give you a general idea, when doing HD makeup, you use a lot of moisturizer. So, and a lot of skin prep is done before doing the makeup to make sure that your skin is underneath the makeup is also in a good state and completely getting those nutritions and stuff, which because of a layer of makeup on top of that, they won't be able to get from the external environment. And with that moisturization and all the cleaning done beforehand, before doing the HD makeup as such, it makes sure that your skin is safe and ready as a good base for setting up the makeup look that you're thinking of. HD makeup products often have lightweight buildable formulations that allows for a precise application as such, and give makeup artists more control on which parts they want to highlight, and let them customize according to your face shape and skin condition. So that was a good description regarding the HD makeup as such. We'll be moving on with airbrush makeup. So with airbrush makeup, we just take this few points and similarly for HD makeup as well. At the product level, now it's airbrush makeup. A lot of times is done. There are actually two different variations. There have been some products, some people who have some companies as such like Charlotte Tilbury, and a few who have made an airbrush flawless finish foundation. So airbrush finish makeup is different. That is done with airbrush finish foundations only. The application procedure is similar to HD makeup a lot, but that is airbrush finish makeup. Now, with the airbrush, now the difference being with the actual airbrush makeup is all about using the airbrush machine. Brands like Tem2 do offer such machines of the highest quality, and what happens is that machine is filled with the foundations and the products, all the products as such, and that is gently sprayed in the motion of circle as such around your face to make sure you are getting the thinnest possible layer on your skin, and that is a makeup which is as good as being your second skin. So that was a bit about the product and the procedure of how it works, and it is a specialized liquid foundation which gets sprayed with the thinnest possible layer to make sure your makeup is looking like a second skin. In terms of makeup technique, you have to get the machine. The makeup artist would be using a machine in terms of airbrush makeup and filling the products and making it done. Now we'll be moving on to the third topic, which is pros and cons of HD makeup. All right. So with the pros and cons, we'll be starting with HD makeup first. So with HD makeup, it's suitable for all kinds of skin type and can be customized depending on how your skin is. Some people might have oily skin, some people might have dry skin, some people have combination skin, some people have condition or concerns. So concerns like acne, pigmentation, some people even do LASIK surgery before their wedding to remove the specs as such. So all these medical things, if you have taken any peel or you have done hydrofacial or anything, chemical peels as such or anything of that sort, if you're under a dermat using a lot of active ingredients, all these things comes into play before you're doing makeup is actually much more complicated than we think, and that's something that even I have learned in over a past few months as such. Makeup is highly complicated skill. It's not something which you can just do and give an excuse कि ये सूट किया या नहीं किया. Everything has a reason and a science behind. Subjected to if you're looking to learn that, and if you want to improve, learning is the only way out that you have. So coming back, it is suitable for all kinds of skin. It provides a natural skin-like finish as such, and it is able to hide all the blemishes and all the marks as such. It will be hiding pigmentation, not texture. If you have a bump or if you have a pit hole on your face as such, that wouldn't be able to, that's not something that can be hidden with just makeup. That is a skincare thing which needs to be taken care of. It gives you a skin like finish. So these are some of the pro points of HD makeup. Also, one more thing I would like to add is, with HD makeup you can change your look and it lasts for good 4 to 6 hours. So if you have two functions in a day, which a lot of weddings these days at least have wedding and reception. On top of that, if you have Sangeet, Haldi and other functions as well, then if you're someone who wants to change the look with the makeup base also getting changed with longer functions, then this is something I would highly recommend you to go for an HD makeup as such compared to airbrush. Also, with HD makeup being a bit of an old technique, it is much more reliable and it's a go-to thing for the brides as well as for the makeup artist to do. Airbrush is comparatively newer, so although it's quite a good technique, and we'll be coming to that. Now we'll be shifting to the cons of HD makeup. So with HD makeup, you may require touch-ups if you're looking for a dewy makeup as such, not for matte makeup. And if you're able to handle the makeup well, which the makeup artist or the makeup professional should be teaching you guys, and if you do that, then it would be staying for a good 4 to 6 hours as such, unless some daddy comes in and pulls your cheek completely apart. Um, Application of it is, it requires a certain bit of time and it requires a skilled artist. So skilled artist you need to get anyway, so that's not a con, I think. But yeah, so these are some of the advantage and disadvantage of HD makeup. Next we'll be moving on to the last topic of the day, which is not it, pros and cons of HD. That's done. So it's airbrush makeup. With airbrush makeup, it's it has a long lasting effect of up to 12 hours. That is the biggest advantage of that. Also, it creates the most flawless skin like finish makeup that humans can have. So it has the highest skin like finish. It would be just looking like a second skin. You will be getting compliments from people like, you're looking so natural, you're looking so good. ये तो वेडिंग डे का ग्लो है. No one would even think of कि आपने मेकअप किया है. So that's the level of skin like finish you get with airbrush makeup, because of the tiny particles and because of the machine only applying the thinnest possible layer, not possible with human hands as such. With airbrush makeup, that's the thing you get, which a lot of brides want these days, and ideal for an oily type of skin as such. And it has a quicker application process compared to HD makeup if the makeup artist is skilled. So with airbrush makeup, the problem being it's not suitable for dry skin and textured skin as such, which majority of Indians as such have because of the weather pollution and stuff. And it requires special skills and highly skilled artists. Make sure if you're taking HD makeup, the artist is highly skilled and knows how to control the machines. The best part of it is taking a trial beforehand. And touch-ups is not possible in airbrush makeup. So once done, you have to make sure you're holding it, else you have to redo it completely from the start, and you would have to then pay the makeup artist double the price of what you earlier on decided. So these were some of the points regarding pros and cons of airbrush makeup and HD makeup. If you have any questions, you can comment down below and let us know. Thank you. Bye.